I mentioned earlier that last week we learned the qualifications of pastors in Titus 1, how important that all is. But you all, pastors cannot take the church where God designed it to go alone. It takes a lot of effort from all of us to do that. And so Paul is going to now tell Titus in Titus 2 how he can raise everybody up so that the whole church is a part of fulfilling the mission that God has for the church. Here's the instruction that Paul says, Titus, make sure that older men are always temple ready. Man, I see a number of you taking notes. Jot down those two words, temple ready. Always be temple ready. Then he goes on, worthy of respect, sensible, sound in faith, love, and endurance. Men, you're supposed to be all of those things. You're supposed to be able to stick with it. You're supposed to always be temple ready. There should never be a moment where that's not who you are. Now, fast forward to today. Men, I would submit the Bible teaches us that you're supposed to be temple ready, just like the Bible describes here in the text that we just read. For young men, how many qualities? One quality. Young men, here's what it is in modern day vernacular. Young men, don't blow yourself up. Older men, I want you to be all these. I want you to be temple ready, all these qualities. Then I need you all to use your influence to mentor younger men so they don't blow themselves up. Young men, you have one job. Don't blow yourself up. He says at the beginning, older women are to be what? Reverent. What does the word reverent mean? It means ready for the temple. Ready for use in the temple. What does he say to older men? Men, be temple ready. Older women, be temple ready. And he circles back and he picks up this idea of being sober again. So he's hit it with the guys. Now he comes back and he hits it with the ladies. Nothing will set you back from being temple ready like addiction. Nothing. It might be to alcohol. It might be to prescription drugs. It might be to methamphetamine or marijuana, or you pick it. All right, so back in Titus 2, so you've got mature Christ followers, men and women who are clear-headed, not addicted, worthy of respect, and they're promoting the good character of other people. And now, just as older, more mature men are teaching young men not to blow themselves up, older, mature women are to come alongside younger women and help them. Older women are to help younger women love their husbands. Men, why is that first on the list? Because it's the hardest one on the list. So as we get ready to dive into this word, let me just hit you with a couple of things here. First of all, the Bible does not in any way teach that women are inferior to men. It absolutely does not. It teaches that both men and women are made in the image of God, and the Bible celebrates some pretty extraordinary leaders who are women as you look through the Bible. Both men and women are made in the image of God. Both are capable leaders. So what in the world is meant here when it says, wives, submit to your husbands? Well, the word submit here is a military term, okay? I want you to think with me about someone who signs up to join the army, okay? You got it in your mind, right? And so there they go. They get on the bus or whatever. They go off to their first posting at a military base where they will go through basic training. Many of y'all have experienced this. Some of y'all have had children who've gone through this. When they arrive for their basic training, one of the first things that's going to happen to them is that they're going to get a new haircut, right? So their hair may be down to here when they went in. It will be down to here when they leave that moment, right? Then they're given all new clothes. They're told how to sleep. They're told how to eat. Everything about their identity, who they were when they walked in, is systematically stripped away throughout basic training. So this individual comes into basic training, and what leaves basic training is someone who is passionate about the welfare of the unit, right? They would die for the person sitting next to them, and that person would die for them. Everything in life revolves around what is best for the unit. That is the word for submit. Paul says, ladies, You're voluntarily entering into this marriage. And as a wife, you're going to have a unique opportunity, much as that new recruit going into the military. You're going to go through this process where instead of thinking about what is best for you, you're going to now have to function for what is best for the unit. And wives, you know this is true. Doesn't matter how involved the dad is. Women are called upon to make some very unique sacrifices to be a mom. And part of maturing as a family, part of maturing is in a unit, is making sure that we all know the role that we're to play there. So older men, you are to be temple ready. You are to pour into the lives of younger men so that those younger men don't blow themselves up. Older women, you are to be temple ready, women of great character. You are to pour your lives into younger women so they can lead effectively and beautifully. It doesn't matter who you are then, young, old, male, female. You've got a role to play in the process that we call discipleship, right? You've got a responsibility there. And all of us should be involved in a mentoring relationship at all times. Every single one of us in this room needs to be in an intentional relationship with other people in which we are either coaching them or being coached by them. We see people who are older getting more and more cautious as they age. Think about that. Does that make any sense at all? The most cautious people on the planet should be people who are like 18 because they've got years to go before they die. Old people, it ain't that long before we see Jesus. What are we being careful about, right? Older people, here's what I'm saying. Make it your mission. Make it your commitment to die tired. Okay? You can rest in heaven. Okay? Die tired. Pour yourself out. Invest yourself in the lives of other people. Okay? Older people, do that. Younger people, rise up and be a missionary to your generation. Let me just tell you, if you're a millennial, you've probably seen most of the kids from your generation stop going to church. If you're from Generation Z, then you've probably seen that most of your friends don't go to church now. That's just the reality of it. There's an incredible need for young people to be missionaries to their generation. And that means that there's an enormous burden on you not to blow yourself up and to live a life in which you're temple ready, because your generation desperately needs to hear the gospel from you. Don't blow yourself up. Be temple ready. Younger people, older people, all of us. Can we make that commitment today?